Nancy, sanamkela kuDJ Lebuphelo la kwa SABC2. Now this is your favorite show. Why? Ngoba it's the only show edila nge-food consciousness nama health issues. Every week sinimeme ukuthi nisibuze noma yini enifuna ukuyazi ngokudla. Bese ke thina siletha ongqondo bethu ukuthi baphendule imibuzo yenu. Namhlanje we're talking about food remedies. What kind of foods can you use as a remedy? 28-year-old Leander Ngqolobe posted a video on our Facebook page. Ufuna ukwazi ukuthi ama-food remedies ayiqiniso na. Here's a clip of his video.
Nginenkinga ye-hay fever. Esikhathini esiningi lokhu kwenzakala makucala isizini entsha. Bengifuna ukwazi ukuthi ikuphi ukudla okungakudla ukuthi kungisize ngisolve le problem.
Siyahamba ke sayohlangana noLeandra ekhaya lakhe to know more about him before simlahlela ngempendulo. Let's watch.
Igama lami Leander Ngqolobe. I am 28 years of age and I come from Mlaying section eKatlehong in Ekurhuleni. I love to wash cars. Isikhathi sokuqala koNtwasahlobo, it's an exciting time for most people. Kodwa for me it's not the case. Kusukela ngisasemncane, people are excited about moving out of winter and moving into spring. But mina ngiba nenkinga ye-hay fever. Ezinye izinto ngibhekana nazo ke ukuthi you find ukuthi I have a runny nose and I have a sore throat. I even cough sometimes. Akungiphathi kahle ke. It's very uncomfortable for me because manje ngicina ukuthi ngibe umuntu othenga amaphilisi and use a lot of pills over the counter and it's even expensive for me. Ngifuna ukuthola natural remedies that will help me to solve this problem. Umndeni wami uba nenkinga yokugula okujwayelekile like eczema, flu and constipation. Nazo ezinye ezijwayelekile. Ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi yini engasiza ngalokho.
We are joined by clinical nutritionist and lifestyle medical practitioner Gendi Matsalo, who will be answering Leander's questions. Please join ingxoxo yethu ku Twitter @DJ Lebuphelo or ungiface ku Facebook DJ Lebuphelo or wangang email djlebuphelo@sabc.co.za. Siyabuya khona manje kodwa ungahambi ngithe siyabuya. Welcome back. Sisasesongela kuDJ Lebuphelo. Namhlanje sikhuluma about common household foods that we can use as ama remedies for ukugula kwethu. This is because umbuzo wethu ubuya kuLeander Ngqolobe. Ufuna ukwazi exactly riding. Is it true? Gendi Matsalo, a clinical nutritionist and lifestyle medical practitioner, uzosinika impendulo because I think Leander needs to know as much as I do. But let's find out more about our guest before siqhubekela phambili. Thank you so much for joining us, Candy.
Welcome.
Thank you. Before the break, we heard that Leander recently started suffering from hay fever during spring. And family members zakhe also have got the same ailments that need to be treated from time to time. Kodwa bathanda use medicine nani to treat themselves. They want to use natural remedies. So he wants to get tips. What food remedies can he use for himself and his family? He has specific questions that he posted on our Facebook page. So we'll be answering those questions with our guest, of course. Please also join our conversation and have your say on Facebook and Twitter and email us on djlebuphelo@sabc.co.za. Mr. Matsalo, let's start with this. Are there food remedies that can help ailments?
That is true. In fact, for thousands of years, people have been using food as medicine. You know, drugs came maybe about 200 years ago. But people used to use garlic, olive oil for thousands and thousands of years.
So things like, for example, Leandra's point, where this is leading to hay fever. What is hay fever?
Hay fever is actually an allergy. It is caused by what we inhale from the environment.
Okay.
For example, it can be pollen from the maize, from some flowers, or even dust. The immune system reacts to what we inhale or what we get from the outside.
On that note, you asked me to prepare a tray, right? Yes. And you said you're going to explain to me, Oguti, what is in here and how does what work?
Yes.
So what are we looking at?
So this is something that can assist you and promote your well-being and help you to get better much quicker.
Okay, because I know many people don't like grapefruit.
This is, that is very true, and I know it's sour.
Yes.
But another thing that we need to know, the sour the fruit, the more medicinal it is.
Wow.
So all your sour fruits, your grape,
Your
your lemons, your kiwi, they're actually the best. They're the best remedies to have from your kitchen.
Okay.
So the kiwi, for example, if you take the lemon and the kiwi, the grapefruit, and you boil them in water, in hot water, you don't have to overboil them. Just put them in boiled water and let it boil for about 5 minutes. That drink helps to, with the congestion
Yes.
that comes as a lot of mucus is trying to come out.
Yes.
You have all these blockages.
Yes.
And that tea is actually a nice remedy to take when you have all these blockages because of high fever.
Gandhi, I think there's another question that we've got here from Leander.
Nginomshana onenkinga ye-eczema. Umbuzo wami wesibili ukuthi yikuphi ukudla angakudla ukuthi kumsiza ukuthi solve problem ye-eczema nokunye ukubhekana nama-cuts, rashes and bites and scratches.
Oof, you heard for yourself. Is it possible, are there food remedies that you can use for eczema? Or let me actually, what is eczema?
Eczema is caused by an allergy. It's when you are reacting to something that you have eaten. For example, myself, I used to be allergic to dairy products. I'm still allergic to them. And if you don't know what you're allergic to, you may always react from time to time. The other thing that can also make someone to have eczema, it's when you have a damaged digestive system. The first part of your small intestine, that's where especially the second part, where we absorb nutrients into our body. If it is damaged, we end up absorbing protein which is not digested. So the immune system will try to push those toxins through the skin. And then they come in a form of a rash, and they become itchy, they become uncomfortable, and this is the condition that is called eczema.
I see. So you asked me to prepare this. So this is a bowl, and this is a cloth, and then this is milk. So it doesn't matter whether it's low-fat milk, full cream milk, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter, because what you need from the milk, in this case, you are already having eczema. What you need from it is the calcium, which is alkaline, and it neutralizes the acid, which is the one that causes you to feel the itching. And then you put it in the bowl. After pouring it in the bowl,
How much of it? A lot?
not a lot, just enough that you can suck it with a piece of cloth.
Okay.
Then as you have done there, what you need is to take that piece of cloth, soak it in, and then once you have done that, you rub your skin with it.
So I rub my skin with this cloth?
Yes, yes,
No
yes.
shoulder here. So I just rub my skin.
Exactly like that. So what you're doing there, you are simply neutralizing the acidity of your skin. And as you are doing that, you find that the itching, become less and less. You feel much more comfortable.
Okay,
And
so obviously when you've got eczema, this would work.
It will help to relieve the pain.
Wow.
But to treat eczema, you first need to clean your bowels, like your colon. So
Yes.
in that case, you need to eat a high-fiber diet. So eat your broccoli, your cauliflower, your lentils, your beans, your brown rice. They will help to open the bowels. The other thing is go into a habit of drinking warm water.
Yes.
Especially when you wake up in the morning.
Yes.
You may even squeeze a lemon into
Yes.
it. When you squeeze a lemon, the vitamin C works like a broom. It cleanses your digestive system.
Lovely.
And that is another best way of treating eczema.
You've given us such great remedies for eczema. But I want to know about bites. What if you get bitten like by mosquitoes and all those things? Are there remedies for that?
That is true, yes. We are living in an environment where we are sharing it with other organisms. We eat some of them they eat us.
Yes.
So because of that, we need to know what to do if you're bitten with, a mosquito or whatever it is.
Yes.
You can use your kitchen as a pharmacy for first aid when something like that has happened. For example, when it comes to prevention, if you're like me, you like to go for game drive, national parks, and
Yes.
there are mosquitoes there.
Yes.
And a lot of things that drinking our blood while we're busy sleeping. the best thing to make your blood not delicious for them
I think I know what you're going to say.
is actually garlic. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
So the moment you take garlic, you chew garlic, some people may say, oh, but taking garlic is not the best way of making friends. No.
Well,
Take some garlic. As you sweat, you smell garlic. Mosquitoes will never like you. Cockroaches will never like you. All these things that like, drinking our blood. You just find your blood unpalatable. The other thing is if you can find milk powder.
so
And
how much powder milk? So just a little bit of powder milk.
just a little bit of powder, enough to make something that looks like a porridge. It must not be liquid like the milk that we drink.
Okay.
So you add a little bit of water to make a paste.
And then do I need a...
I just add a little bit of milk so that you have a thicker paste.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just mix it?
Yeah, it's for yourself, so you can use your fingers and apply it even using your finger.
So it's a little bit pasty, so I can take a little bit of that, and then I apply it where I've been bitten.
Yes. So if you don't have milk, you can do the same thing with the bicarbonate soda. The soda that we use for baking, for cooking. The trick or the secret about both ingredients is that they are high in calcium, they are more alkaline, and then they also neutralize the acids. Because most of the times when you have a bite, the chemicals that are there, they are acidic in nature.
Yes. Oh,
that's
so you
why,
want to contrast it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you told me now to organize water, this is salt, and oil.
Yes.
What am I doing here?
That's the cheapest remedy. Sometimes you may not have milk at home. You may not have the bicarbonate soda, and yet you may have salt. We always cook with oil, and we always add salt to our food. So that's the most common kitchen remedy that you can use. With the salt, all you need to do is take a little bit of water, mixed with the salt.
So salt first, so water?
Yes. It's not for drinking, but to apply on that place where you have a bite.
Okay, so and then salt?
The first thing we have mixed with the water and salt.
Yes.
Then you use that to wash the place where you have a bite. It can be a mosquito bite,
Okay, so let's say it was here.
a spider bite, whatever it is.
Okay.
So when you are done doing that, then you take the olive oil and you nicely apply it.
On the same spot where I put the water in there?
Yes, you massage it nicely there.
I see.
Yeah, that's the easiest you can use.
That's great.
From your kitchen. Yes, some people, the other thing that, of course, you can use is onion. Onion is just as good as a mosquito repellent, but some people, they may say, no, I don't want to smell onions.
Onion, yeah.
So if you don't like the smell of onions, there's something better that you can use. Just peel the orange, and use the peels to rub your skin.
So orange peel?
Yes,
so the side of it, obviously.
Oh, that of course, yes.
I'm learning so much. These remedies I'm definitely going to use. But something happens to all of us. Siyasha, we get burned.
That's true.
And you asked me to prepare this for burns. Izambane, honey, no mess.
Yes, we know what, when you have some kind of accident like a burn, it can be yourself, it can be a child.
Yeah.
So the first thing that you can do is to use ice water.
Okay.
The ice water may prevent the blisters, and it's the blisters that may end up becoming a huge wound. And the other thing that you can also use at home, it's this thing that we call potato.
So this is mainly when you're burnt by water, not necessarily like burnt by flame.
It can even be the flame of fire. All those things can be applied.
All right.
And then all you need to do is to rub on the skin gently so that it don't peel off your skin. And as you do that, you may prevent blisters, which may end up becoming a wound.
What is it
so
in
it's
the
more
potato?
like a first aid.
What's in the potato that's so good?
Potato, it's an amazing thing because it's very high in potassium.
Yeah.
And it's more alkaline, and it's got phytochemicals that helps to prevent or to cool down your skin so that it doesn't, go on into an inflammation state where it becomes a wound.
Okay. And then this is honey?
Yes, the honey is another remedy that you can use. You know, you may not have a refrigerator at home. Maybe you don't have ice blocks so that you can easily get quick cold water. Maybe you've just run out of potato, you had a party last night.
Yes, and all these chips were made.
Yeah, but you still have some honey in the cupboard.
Okay.
So you can also do the same thing that we did with the potato. You can also do it with the honey. Just need a little bit of honey.
Then rub it
You
on.
know, rub it, and it may also prevent blisters. So it's more like a first aid.
I love how you've turned my kitchen into a first aid spot.
Oh yes, it's
It's the
actually a
truth.
pharmacy.
It's a pharmacy. Let's look at the next question from Leander.
Njalo ngobusika isalukazi siba nenkinga ukuthi sibe ne-flu ehamba ne-sore throat ne-fever. Ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi kuphi ukudla kungamsiza ukuthi asolve the problem.
This is great because I don't like to go to a doctor when I've got flu and cold. So what remedies can be used?
So the first thing to do is to boost your immune system. Now, if you love drinking teas, drink rooibos tea. It's very good for your immune system. The one with caffeine will lower your immune system. You know, drink your water. And people, they say, oh, it's winter, it's so cold. Now,
water.
Then we stop drinking water. And we do harm to our immune system. Drink lots of warm water.
Okay, so what am I using? I have got water here, cayenne pepper, salt.
What you can do is that, you know, take the grapefruit and mix it with, put it in a blender if you have one.
Oh, the grapefruit that we looked at earlier on.
Yes, the same grapefruit. Remember we said the sour the fruit is the better it is for your immune system.
So how is this drink?
It's very easy. Now that you have a glass of water, let's assume that, you know, you have that water and you have a blender. We put everything, we blend everything together, water, a grapefruit, a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You may also add some 2 oranges. You know, they'll actually add some good flavor to a drink.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have a blender, then you can do exactly what you're doing.
But I'm
you know?
trying to be creative here.
That's very true.
Okay, so it's this grapefruit in my water.
Yes, you
and
can
then-
also squeeze oranges and then take cayenne pepper, just a quarter teaspoon. Remember, it's pepper. So if you put too much of it, you know, it may be difficult to get it down.
Okay, so can I just hold like just
Oh,
just
yes.
the young?
Yeah.
Is that okay? More?
Yes, no, that is enough.
Really?
That's about a quarter teaspoon.
Okay.
And then all you need to
Ingatheli
do,
kakhulu, guys, a quarter teaspoon.
yes,
Okay. Salt?
a little bit of salt.
Why am I adding salt?
The salt is just good to balance your electrolytes, which is actually good for a very active immune system.
Okay. I've seen people do this on TV, like with their fingers.
Oh, yes.
Like when I watch movies.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's for yourself, so you can do it like that way, and then you can drink. And, you know, if you take that drink
The
2 or
pepper.
3 times a day,
Yeah.
you know, you'll be surprised what happens the next day. Just remember not to drink another 6 glasses of coffee the next day.
No, of course, yes. Correct. Wow. Okay. There should be another question.
Usisi wami umuntu othanda inwele zakhe kakhulu. Kodwa ke umuntu onenkinga ye-dandruff. Ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi kuphi ukudla angakusebenzisa ukuthi kumsiza ngalokho without costing her an arm and a leg.
Dandruff. You don't have to worry about dandruff. Are you okay? You fine? Or do you get dandruff?
I don't, not at the moment.
Okay. But what can she do?
One tip that I can always give people who have dandruff, make sure that you are not constipated.
Constipated?
Yes, because when you have constipation for a longer period of time, that can also contribute to dandruff.
Constipation.
You may wonder where the link.
Yes.
The thing is that, you know, if you are not defecating normally, you are eating every day, but you're not going to the toilet every day.
Yes.
You know, those toxins are accumulating in your body. You absorb them through the skin of the colon. They go into your bloodstream, and then they can always manifest themselves as dandruff.
So I like the remedy that you gave. Can you please share it with our viewers?
Yes, it's so simple. What you actually need to do is, if you have dandruff, one way of dealing with it is to shave your hair.
What?
Make sure that your hair is clean, and then you can brush it and clean it. And sometimes it's not easy to wash your hair to the point where you clean everything if you have lots of hair.
So the afros and all of that, afro, dreadlocks. What about them?
I think they may have a better way of doing it. They may have maybe some things that are not toxic. or some oils, some remedies that are not toxic.
Maybe they're using this remedy of yours.
Yeah, there could be something like that.
So this is what? What is this?
That's apple cider vinegar and, the soda. What happens is that these two remedies that you can use for dandruff, the reason why they are good is that they change the environment. So the moment you wash your head with them, it is difficult for these fungal infections to grow in your head, and it's also difficult for you to have dandruff. You are now creating an environment which is unfriendly for dandruff.
For dandruff.
Yes.
So do I use these together or do I use them separately?
Yes, that's actually the best. The best is to take the powder and mix it with the liquid, which is apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
And then nicely wash your head with it.
Okay.
And you find that if you do that from time to time,
yes,
it will be difficult for you to develop dandruff. So it is highly recommended to be used for that. It is the most beautiful home remedy you can use for dandruff. But remember, eat your vegetables, eat your beans, and you eat your high fiber foods so that your colon can move normally.
Mr. Matsalo, you're a star. Thank you so much. Wow, what's your comment on today's show? Please share your thoughts with me like on Twitter at Dijo Lebophelo or on Facebook at Dijo Lebophelo or email me dijolebophelo@sabc.co.za. The interview is being posted online for Ulianda to view and take my notes. Now you can also log on and watch it again. Go YouTube, SABC Education usifune Dijo Lebophelo. After the break, we go back to Leander to hear what he has learned from Ingxoxo yam no Mr. Matsalo. Stay tuned, siyabuya khona manje. Welcome back. Usasa nami la kuDijo Lebophelo ku SABC2. When we met Ulianda earlier on the show, ebefuna ukwazi ukuthi what kind of foods should he use as ama remedies for him and his family. Uye wabona conversation yami no Mr. Matsalo online. Akhe sibuyele kuye sizwe ukuthi Ulianda ufundeni ngale conversation esihevile.
Mangiceda ukubukela uhlelo, I'm excited because zonke izinto ekukhulunywa ngazo izinto ezijwayelekile futhi zikhona endlini. Izinto ezilula nje ukuthi zitholakale. Ginger, honey, lemon and grapefruit isiza nge-hay fever. Lezi zinto ke izinto ezisekhabothini lasekhaya sijwayele ukuzithenga futhi azibizi kakhulu. Sekukuthi nje kumele sizisike, sizifake emanzini, siziphuze njengetiye. Ziyamangaza izinto engizitholile lana yazi. Into ezilula nje ezisiza ukuthi solve i-problem ye-eczema. Ucabanga ukuthi usebenzisa nje ubisi solve i-problem. Zi-cheap futhi nama-side effects. Lokho kuzosiza umndeni wami nami ngoba kusho ukuthi angeke sisathenga amaphilisi ekhemisi over the counter ngoba sesinolwazi lokuthi ke ukudla okujwayelekile kusiza ngazo zonke inkinga esinazo. Sithanda ukubonga ke iDijo Lebophelo.
Hayi ke iphela kanjena ke ishow yethu namhlanje. Yo, information engaka. Kodwa ningastress man. Niyazi ukuthi ishow iyaqhubeka online. So ngiphonse nge-tweet uthi @Dijo Lebophelo #foodremedies. Or ungiface ku Facebook Dijo Lebophelo or wangang-email uthi dijolebophelo@sabc.co.za. Ngizonithola la khona manje. Bakithi ningakhohlwa ukuthi le show le yenzelwe nina. Ukuthi nisibuze noma yini enifuna ukuyazi ngokudla. Phela mani ngasibuze imibuzo dololo iDijo Lebophelo. Niyangithola? So sibuzeni bo. Ngilahlele ku social media or ungifakile iteki lakho ugijima uye eposini ungithumela incwadi. Kwazi bani? Mhlawumbe umbuzo wakho ngaba wo ekhethwayo as the question of the week for next week's show. Masihlangane ke la kwaDijo Lebophelo on SABC2 next week, same place, same time. I-date day. Uzoba khona. Bye bye.